Happy Tuesday morning, everybody. Down here at Brother Rusty's place, Villa Las Palmas. You can stay here too if you want. All you got to do is go to Google, search Villa Las Palmas, and you can stay here. So it's up to you to find out what it's all about. You can do it. Go to Google, Villa Las Palmas. This place is incredible, and we love it. It's got it all. It's got the little putt-putt right here. That's the entry to the house. Beautiful swimming pool, hot tub. Got a beautiful room with a big old screen TV and a pool table. And, of course, you're just right up the hill from Sammy Hagar's Cobble Wobble, baby. I can't drive 55. So, all right. Gonna do something today that I think is important. I'm gonna tell you all about my big brother, Rusty Wallace. We've been having a lot of fun with Rusty. My big brother. Oh, here we go. Herman gonna talk about, hey, Wallace. Hey, Kenny Wallace. Hey, Mike Wallace. Hey, the whole Wallace family. You would have never made it where you're at without your brother, Rusty Wallace. That's right. And my friends, today is a tribute, is a big thank you to my big brother. Now, when I say my big brother, that's the people that are envious of me. I would be too. I would be too. My big brother, Rusty Wallace. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I got a lot to brag on Rusty about. My brother, Rusty Wallace. When Mike and myself, we were just kids. I mean, just babies. I can remember in St. Louis, Missouri, big tornado warnings coming. And we're on, what was that, South Broadway? Dad had a race shop. Dad had a race shop. And it was one of those race shops that was like an army shop where it was a round type shop. Actually, Kevin Rumley, who owns Kyle Larson's number 6 dirt car, has one right now. Yeah, up there around Winston-Salem. It's got a round roof. So anyway, I remember a big tornado warning coming. And Rusty, being the big brother he is, he's 7 years older than me. Rusty is 7 years older than me. And I think, what is he, 4 years older than Mike? I think, something like that. So the tornado warning's there. Sirens are going off. What does Rusty do? He gets Rusty gets Mike and myself and puts us in the race car. Straps me in the seat, puts Mike there, and put whatever helmet their dad had put on me. And then Rusty got in the race car too. Although that sounds funny, think about it for a minute. Think about it. He's not 16. He's not 16. And we're at the race shop. Nobody's there. It's just us 3 kids. But by this time, I mean, we're children. My God, I had to be, 7 years old, maybe? Mike, a little bit older. Rusty was smart enough at that age. Tornadoes coming. Oh, my God, I get my brothers in a safe area. Let's put them in the race car. There's a roll cage. Put little one Kenny in the seat. There's seatbelts. I got one helmet. Let's put the helmet on Mike. Or I forgot who was wearing the helmet. That's Rusty Wallace. Smart. Always fixing everything for the family. That's Rusty. He's the best. Now, I've teased about Rusty being rough around the edges, and I want to brag on that too. I wish I was more like Rusty, because I want everybody to get along. My whole life, I'm a mediator. I'm somebody, I want people to get along. Rusty, he's like Michael Jordan, the great basketball player. Rusty's like, look, I ain't got time for this shit. You're in my way. I wished I was more like Rusty. Rusty puts up with zero bullshit. And that, my friends, is why Rusty is a 55-time NASCAR Cup winner, a champion, a Hall of Famer, 1982 ASA champion, IROC champion. Rusty is simply a badass. He puts up with zero bullshit. He'll put up zero your bullshit. And you go in one of his ears and right out the other. I'll take a word from Jimmy Spencer. I was sitting on the TV set with Jimmy Spencer one day, and Spencer looked at me and he goes, I could have never been as tough as your brother and Dale Sr. I looked at Jimmy Spencer and I said, what do you mean, Spence? He goes, Rusty and Dale Jr. were the two mentally toughest race car drivers I've ever been around. You know, when I say you're not going to get me, that's a tribute to Rusty. You're not going to ever get Rusty. Usually when I act silly, it's kind of like, you know, when you used to watch Saturday Night Live and you're like, where, you know, what was it, Dana Carvey or whatever his name was? He'd do the church lady. When I do comedy on here and I'm like, you know, and I do all that stuff, that is something that I've seen that I'm doing. So when I do the deal, you're not going to get me. That's from Rusty. Strong Rusty Wallace. See that boulder? Rusty's stronger than that boulder. My big brother, my whole life, I tell my family, I say, listen, you owe our whole life to my brother, Rusty. I'm so thankful to have somebody like Rusty that it's ridiculous. I'm proud to brag on my brother. The Wallace family is where we're at because of Rusty. But Michael Andretti is where he's at because of Mario. Dale Jr. is where he's at because of Dale Sr. It goes on and on. Bobby Labonte is where he's at because of Big Bob and Terry. It's family. I suppose that's where Hank came up with, Hank, why do you drink? Hank, why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? That song is about his dad. Although it's a catchy song, listen to the words. Listen to the words. Forget about me singing that song. So I can go on and on about Rusty. When it came to this place down here, Herman, you need to go to my place in Cabo. Really? What's that about, brother? Had no idea he was doing this deal down here. It's kind of like when he retired from racing. Rusty's done a lot of things that have surprised me. Happily. Rusty has happily surprised me. He golfs now. But I want to end like this with Big Brother Rusty. And listen, I can tell you a lot more stories about Rusty. But one thing he does right now, and I'm just going to tell you what he told me. NASCAR called Rusty, Betty Jane France. I reckon it was one day I said, Rusty, I said, you've been so tough, so hardcore your whole life. You give away so much money. You do so many fundraisers. He said, yeah, Betty Jane called me up and said, hey, now that you're not racing, you want to help the NASCAR Foundation out. I cannot tell you how many millions of dollars Rusty Wallace has raised in charity. So that reminds me, didn't even think of this, but it's a thought right now. In August, we're all going to Sturgis. And Big Brother Rusty going to have his charity ride on Friday. Check it out. He's raising money again, and the money goes to NASCAR Foundation, and it goes to the local Sturgis Spearfish Canyon, usually always helping out people that need it. We're going to raise money, and we're going to give it to people that need it. That's my big brother, Rusty. I think I've told you some things that you don't know about Rusty today. I've always bragged on him. I don't think you ever heard about how smart he is, how he put me and Mike in that race car when we were children. I don't think I ever told you what Spencer said to me. But My wife always said, "You're too nice, Kenny." I said, "Damn it, I know." But then Don Perdome looked at me and he said, "You can't change. You're Kenny Wallace." God knows I'd like to be like Rusty. I'll tell you that. That son of a bitch has got it all. He owns his damn house. All right, everybody. I can talk a lot more about Big Brother Rusty, but he will give you a shirt right off his back. But boy, in his competitive days, if you was in his way, you needed to get out of the way. Love you, brother. Love you, Rusty. Love you so much. Thank you for giving our whole family, the whole Wallace family. We basically followed in your footsteps. And it's true. When you were feeling like this, that was me on your coattails, baby. Look at there, Gio in the house. Giovanni. I love you, Gio. I'll end like this. Gio loves his job. He said, he says, "I love working for Rusty." I said, "Well, Gio, what do I call you?" "Call me a butler." He said that. He's thrilled to death to be Rusty Wallace's butler. He said, during COVID, Rusty took care of us. He paid us the same. That's Rusty Wallace.